Today, we'll see how to modify the ECU limiter, and we'll take the opportunity to look at how to modify all the other types of scalars present in Maya as well. Let's open Maya. Remember that Maya has a tree structure where the application structures and the structures of the two maps are represented. The variables are grouped into categories by topic. There are three types of variables. There are matrices, which also have their own three-dimensional representation, vectors and scalars. Scalars, in turn, are of two types. There are direct scalars, where the value directly represents what we want to modify. So that's the value we'll actually enter, or bitmass variables, which are digital representations of a tight series of selections. To open them, you need to double click. And in this case, there are drop-down menus with fixed options that I can select. Now let's get into the specifics of the video. That is how to modify the limiter. The limiter strategy is part of the map group. In the limiter group, and in this case, we have two scalars. These are two direct scalars, and the first one actually represents the engine speed at which the ECU will want to limit the engine. To modify it, you simply enter the new limiter value, in this case 12,000. Or if we want to raise it, 14,300. The limiter offset, on the other hand, a threshold in RPM, an RPM offset that defines when the strategy starts to work. So we will have the limiter as the maximum safety threshold. The limiter offset instead represents how much earlier the ECU starts to cut. In this case as well, a small offset will result in the limiter intervening in a generally harsher, more aggressive way. A limiter offset set to medium will result in a slightly softer intervention, but still close to the safety limiter. On the other hand, a very large offset will lead to a softer limiter intervention with the possibility of never actually reaching the safety limiter.